Okay, so what are we supposed to start with today? Any idea? Yes, Nitish, what are we supposed to start with today? Nobody knows. Amrita, what are we supposed to start discussing today?
Yes, fifth unit.
Yes. At least to get such a reply, I have to ask 3 people. Nobody will respond in class. Okay. So we have come to the fag end of our subject, and in fact, semester 2. And I think your network security exam is on 17th, 17th of May. Anyway, we will complete our portions much ahead of the last working day itself. Okay, so we are moving on to the fifth unit. So fifth unit is all about why we'll be discussing about wireless security. Okay, wireless networks and wireless security. Okay, so wireless security, that is IEEE 802.11, but your wireless LAN security, regarding the authentication and confidentiality, then also regarding the security of certain mobile wireless devices like your cell phone security, cell phone security, then GSM security, then about your 3G, then what are the vulnerabilities in a wireless LAN environment, certain types of vulnerabilities. Then you have something called certain attacks. Different types of attacks would be discussed. Then there's a case study on secure inter-branch payment transactions, and a concept called virtual elections. So this is the coverage of your fifth unit. Okay, so the objective is of your fifth unit is basically to acquire a knowledge of the wireless security, wireless network security and prevention mechanisms. Okay, so that's the objective of your post-learning outcome. You're supposed to be acquiring knowledge of wireless network security and prevention mechanism. Okay, so we'll just roughly have a look at what were the outcomes of your first other units. Okay, so as far as the first unit was concerned, it was you were supposed to be acquiring a knowledge of the various network devices used in data communication. Then as a part of second unit, it's all about identifying or getting the knowledge regarding IP security and the ability to identify the IP security attacks. Okay. Third unit was all about getting a knowledge regarding the email security and the ability to detect the attacks in the email. Okay. So fourth unit was all about web security and the various prevention mechanisms. And we discussed the various important protocols which come as a part of the web security. And the last unit is all about wireless network security and the prevention mechanism. Okay, fine. So starting with the basics of the fifth unit. Okay, so I just mentioned it is all about wireless network security. Okay, so what basically is a wireless network? What basically is a wireless network? You have learned computer networks, you have learned a lot of subjects. Finally, you have come to sixth semester. So I'm asking a simple question. What do you mean by a wireless network? Somebody randomly answer rather than simply sleeping in the class or disconnecting and not listening. Can someone respond, please? What is a wireless network? So that is something which you can answer without discussing at this point of time. When do you call a network as a wireless network? So nobody knows what is a wireless network. Okay? Nobody knows. And no one can respond. Wireless network means you're connecting all your computers without some sort of cables. Okay, without some sort of cables. Just a second. Okay, fine. Okay. So basically, when you call a wireless network, you can call it as a computer network. Okay. So which will be making use of your wireless data connections between your network nodes. The very good example is the Wi-Fi. Somebody has responded in the chat window. Very good, Santosh. I didn't see that. Okay. Network works without any wire. That's what, without any cable. Okay. So the Wi-Fi that you have. Okay. So, I mean, that's a very good example of the wireless network, what we have as of today. Okay. Then, I mean, you're aware that you would have already studied in your computer networks or whatever. So they make use of your radio waves to connect the devices, like your laptops, to the to the internet. Okay. Then different types of wireless networks are there. Okay. In a public place, if you connect to the Wi-Fi hotspots in public places, maybe, I mean, you can have uh, that is also an example for a connecting to a wireless network. Okay. So first, to start with the basics, wireless networks are categorized into three groups based on their coverage range. Okay, so first you have what is called your wireless wide area networks. Then you have what is called wireless local area network. Then wireless personal area networks. Okay, so you have what is called a wireless wide area networks. Okay, so you have all your 2G, your cellular, digital packed data, your GSM, your Mobitex. What is this Mobitex? What is this Mobitex all about? It's basically a wireless packet switch data network. Okay, so that's regarding your wireless wide area network. Okay, so then you have what is called your local area network. Local area network where you have all your wireless LAN, including your IEEE 802.11. This is your wireless LAN security, about which you'll be learning. Wireless IEEE 802.11 or Hyper LAN. All these comes under local area, wireless local area networks. Then, of course, you have your personal area networks, wireless PANs, personal area networks. Okay, so wherein you have technologies like your Bluetooth and your infrared. Okay, so they are supposed to be consuming less power when compared to your other wireless technologies. Okay, so this is the three classification of your wireless networks. Okay, of course, we have certain other things too. We have what is called a ad hoc network. Heard of what is an ad hoc network? Ad hoc network. These days, it's very popular too. Anybody heard about ad hoc network? Manthan, heard about ad hoc network? At least tell me that you have not heard. Some response. So it is like I am teaching a class of 50 sleepy students early morning at 9 o'clock who didn't have breakfast, just got up from bed and connected for attendance sake, still sleeping and not listening. Can someone tell what is an ad hoc network? Manthan is there in class? No response. Only at the time of attendance you open your mouth. What about a class representative? Sarthak is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you heard about ad hoc network?
No, ma'am.
Okay. At least some response. That's all I need. Okay. So nobody seems to have heard, or whoever has heard doesn't seem to, share it with others. So, okay. So let me tell you what an ad hoc network is. Okay. So it's like you can call it as a temporary LAN. Let me put it as a temporary LAN connection, an ad hoc network. Okay, so spontaneously you make this connection when the devices want to connect and communicate with each other. Okay, so it's a temporary type of connection. In case it is a permanent connection, then it will become a proper local area network itself. But then it's for some time. It's for a temporary basis. You set up a connection, and the devices communicate with each other. Okay, so you have, you would have come across this terminologies: wireless ad hoc networks, WANETs. At least in some textbook or something, you would have come across this. Wireless ad hoc networks. Okay, so they're all connected to each other. They don't require any typical networking infrastructure equipment like your wireless router or your access point. All those things are not required. Okay, so instead of this having a wireless router or an access point, they have what is called a chip, an adapter chip. It's called a wireless network adapter. They have this wireless network adapters, or it is sometimes called chips. Okay, instead of having your router or access point, so they make use of what is called a wireless network adapter, and they'll be able to act as a wireless router whenever it is connected. Okay, so temporary LANs. Okay, so that's what is called a ad hoc network, especially like in case of emergency situations. Some natural disasters have happened. Okay, so the entire network has collapsed, or some military emergencies, some military conflicts. Okay, so these are networks, ad hoc networks. With minimal configuration, you can set them up, and they can be deployed very quickly also. Okay, and generally it is for a minimum number of devices, a smaller number of devices, a temporary connection between the devices for communication sake. Okay, so they are suitable for some emergency situations, like when natural disasters, the entire communication network is jammed or collapsed and there's no way to communicate. So immediately the paramilitary people and other people, they make use of establishing ad hoc networks. Okay, then wireless devices, you're very familiar with your PDAs, personal digital assistants. Okay, the other name for it is what is called your handheld computers. Okay, or your smartphones, and other things. Okay, then you have your wireless standards. Okay, this is what you are going to learn today, because you have two important wireless network security schemes. Okay, so the first one is what is called your IEEE 802.11. This is actually the standard for wireless LAN security. That's the first topic which is being mentioned in your 5th unit. Wireless standard, the IEEE 802.11 is a standard for wireless LAN security. Okay, then you have, this is IEEE 802.15. This is for Bluetooth security, wireless Bluetooth security. Okay, so for the mobile wireless devices, like a cell phone and all, you can make use of your 802.11. Okay, so that's an introduction, a brief introduction regarding what is your wireless network. Okay, the coverage range, the groups involved in this, and what are the various components, things which form a part of your wireless network. Okay, and what is basically a ad hoc network. Ad hoc network, you would have come across the terminology, but then you wouldn't have known what it is. And then the two popular wireless standards, the standard for wireless LAN security called IEEE 802.11, and another one is IEEE 802.15, the Bluetooth. Okay, right. Okay, so then a brief, this in detail, this is only a general introduction, and generally it is being mentioned certain points. So more of this we will be discussing in the second half. So there we'll take it up specifically. You can see here. Okay, so see here we'll be taking it up specifically, all the various, the SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and buffer flows, phishing, and all those things we'll be taking it up in the second half. So out here, a general introduction to it, the security threats. Okay, the security self-assessment guide for information technology systems states that information must be protected from unauthorized, unanticipated, or unintentional modification. Okay, so the things which should be taken care: authenticity, non-repudiation, accountability, availability. These are the various network security services. I hope you remember. Okay, so along with your confidentiality and other things, okay, these are the 4 among the 7 network security services. These are the 4 to be taken care. So risk in wireless networks are equal to the sum of the risk of operating a wired network. Okay, so plus the new risk introduced by the weakness in involved in your wireless protocols. Okay, so general some points regarding your wireless security threats in detail. We'll take it up later. Okay, so you can see here DOS attacks, one of the most popular wireless LAN security threat, via denial of service. Okay, so where the intruder will be flooding the network with messages, affecting the availability of the network resources and finally bringing the performance of the network down. Okay, of course, your session hijacking and spoofing is also, I think it's not mentioned here. Okay, I'll just write it here. I think I've forgotten to include. Okay, all your spoofing, session hijacking, okay, I mean attacker gaining access to the network and resources, assuming the identity of a valid user. Then again, snooping, snooping, eavesdropping, okay, that is unauthorized third parties intercepting the data being transmitted over the secure network. Okay, then malicious entities gaining unauthorized access to agency's computer or IP telephony network through wireless connections, potentially bypassing the firewall protections. Okay, then masquerading and getting information, sensitive data getting corrupted due to improper synchronization, then malicious entities able to violate the privacy of the legitimate users and we be able to track their physical movements. Okay, these are all different wireless security threats. Okay, handheld devices easily stolen, which can, and they would have stored some sensitive information there. Okay, that getting revealed. Okay, so data that could be extracted without detection from improperly configured devices, or so wireless or malicious code that corrupt the data. Okay, then interlopers, again a type of malicious code from outside or inside, able to gain connectivity to the network management control and thereby disable or disrupt the operations. Okay, so internal attacks possible via ad hoc transmissions. Okay, so I mean, generally, what are the various wireless security threats is what is mentioned here. Okay, so next coming to the various wireless LAN characteristics. Okay, so wireless LAN characteristics. Okay, user mobility, rapid installation, flexibility, scalability, and these are the things. Physical layer. What are the characteristics associated with it? The data rates, the network security. Okay, operating range up to 150 feet indoor and 1,500 feet outdoors. Okay, then what are the pros and cons? Okay, so pros, I mean, when you say the advantages, connection without wires, many different products from different companies. Okay, but then negative aspects is poor security in the native mode, throughput decrease with the distance and load. It's suitable only for certain limited operating range. Okay, so next coming to the wireless LAN architecture. Okay, so before we discuss the wireless LAN architecture, okay, so let's have a small look into, let's have a glance into the, the protocol stack, and then come to the wireless LAN architecture. Okay, so we'll have a look at the protocol stack, how it looks like. IEEE 802.11, the protocol stack. Just a second. Are you all listening? Making note of certain things? how the protocol architecture is all about. Then we look into the architecture, how the IEEE 802.11 protocol stack looks like. Okay. First, drawing the protocol stack, introducing you to this, and then moving on to the architecture. Physical layer, MAC layer. MAC stands for medium access control. Then LLC, logical link control. So this is IEEE 802.11 protocol stack. Okay, we'll learn what are these, then look into the architecture. Okay. Pranay Matthew, listening?
Yes, ma'am.
What are we discussing now?
IEEE protocol.
Now, what is this IEEE 802.11? What is that protocol all about? Rajagopal, and what is this IEEE 802.11 protocol all about? What is it all about? Rajagopalan is not even connected. At least I could hear a response from Pranay. Rajneesh, what is this IEEE 802.11? What is this? IEEE 802.11. Nimal, are you listening? Nimal Kumar. I can see him connected from two different devices also. Some chat window, something has come up. Yeah, protocol stack, ma'am. Okay, protocol stack, sir. But what is that IEEE 802.11? It is nothing but wireless LAN security protocol or LAN security. LAN security standard. Okay, IEEE 802.11 is nothing but wireless LAN security. Okay, so I mean, this is, you can see it is given as a structured protocol. So first we have the lowest layer is nothing but your physical layer. Okay, so physical layer. So I mean, this particular layer will take care of activities like your encoding and decoding of signals, then your transmission of bits, reception of bits. Okay, so all these things are included as a part of your physical layer. Okay, so encoding and decoding of signal is the most important functionality that happens here. Encoding and decoding of signals. Okay, encoding and decoding of signals. Okay, then yeah. Okay, so then we have what is called the medium access control. Medium access control. Okay, so I mean, just a second. It's showing. Second, just a second. I will. One second, I am stuck here. Just a second. Hold on, please. Just a second, I'll just connect back. Please, I am. Are you able to see the PPT? Can someone respond, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, so next is your, we discussed about the physical layer. Physical layer taking care of the encoding and the decoding of the signals. Okay, then again the bit transmission or the reception. Then again what the transmission medium is all about. Okay, so then second layer, that is medium access control. Okay, so that is actually responsible for reliable data delivery. Reliable data delivery. Okay, so in the sense it will also take into consideration, look into all these aspects, that is assembling the data into frames, then error detection as a part of reliable data delivery. It looks into, or it takes care of error detection. Okay, error detection. Okay, so that's what is regarding your medium access control. Okay, so this medium access control layer, it will be receiving the data from the higher level protocol. So that is from your LLC, from your logic link control layer. Okay, it receives in the form of what is called as blocks. Okay, so as blocks of data. Okay, so that block of data is what is called MSDU, that is MAC Service Data Unit. Okay, so it will be receiving data in the form of blocks of data, and that is what is called MAC. MAC is Medium Access Control Data Unit, MAC Service Data Unit. Okay, so then it will receive the data as blocks. Okay, then those blocks of data are being assembled into frames, and then it is responsible also for reliable data delivery and looks into the error detection. Okay, so that's regarding your medium access control. Okay, now coming to the third, the topmost layer of your IEEE 802.11 protocol stack. Okay, so this I told you that your MAC layer is responsible for detecting the errors. And then in case it finds about and it comes across any frames having errors, it will discard those frames, okay, whichever has errors. Okay, so this logical link control layer will keep track of which frames have been successfully received and retransmits unsuccessful frames. Okay, so this will be retransmission of unsuccessful frames. Okay, so I mean it will keep track which are the frames that are getting transmitted successfully and which are the ones which are not being successfully transmitted, and then that is being retransmitted. Okay, so that's regarding your IEEE 802.11 protocol stack. Okay, so with this information or with this knowledge, we will move on to the wireless LAN architecture. Wireless LAN architecture. Okay, so wireless LAN architecture, you can see here. So this you can call it as wireless LAN working group, this diagram, extended service set. IEEE 802.11 extended service set. Extended service set. Okay, so let's see what are the components involved in it. Okay, so you have so many things mentioned out here. Access point, then basic service set, extended service set, remote radius, remote authentication, dial-in user services, which will take care of your authentication, authorization, and accounting. Okay, so you can see here, this is the smallest building block actually, BSS. You can see here, basic service area or basic service set. Smallest building block of wireless LAN. Okay, so this will be having a number of wireless stations. You can see here. You can call this as a station 1. You can see this station. This can be station 1, station 2, station 3. Okay, so having one access point. This is some sort of access point. This is the AP access point. See here, this is AP. Okay, so you can see here, I mean, so this basic service set, it can either be isolated or it may connect to a backbone distribution system or a distribution service. So maybe here you can have, it's not shown here actually, maybe here you can see a distribution system. Distribution system, and these are having some sort of access points to those. It need not have, I'm just telling, you can even have this. You can have a distribution system with many access points. This is AP1, access point 1, access point 2, access point 3. Okay. Okay, they connect to this distribution systems through this access point. Okay, so this access point, you can say, it is a bridge. It functions as a bridge. Bridge, and you can call it as even as a relay point. Okay, so your basic service set or your BSS, the client stations do not communicate directly with each other. Okay, so in case one station, stations are these, you can see here STA1, STA2, STA3. Okay, these are all the stations. So this is another BSS. So I'll name it STA1, STA2, STA3, STA1, STA2, STA3. Okay, so I mean they don't communicate directly with each other. Okay, so in case one station in the BSS want to communicate with another station in the same BSS. Okay, so that this is one BSS, BSS1, this is BSS2, this is BSS3. Okay, that is basic service station or service set. Okay, so they don't communicate, the stations don't communicate directly with one another. So in case one station in the BSS want to communicate with another station in the same BSS, okay, so the MAC frame, the MAC frame is first sent from the originating station to the access point, and from the access point to the destination station. Okay, so everything I mean happens through your access point. Okay, from the station to the access point. Okay, the communication happens via the access point. Okay, you can see here. So the MAC frame will be sent. That's what I told you regarding the MAC frame. Responsible for reliable data delivery. Okay, so a MAC frame will be sent from one station to the access point, and from the access point it will be routed to your destination station. Okay, then similarly, this MAC frame from a station in the BSS to a remote station. So that will be sent from the local station of the access point, and then it will be relayed by the access point over your distribution system. So in case it has to happen from, from one station in one BSS to another station in another BSS. Okay. Well, the client and the source and the destination are in different BSS. So in which case, you have to route it via your distribution system. Okay, so from here it goes to the access point, and from the access point it gets relayed to the destination's basic service unit. Okay, so when you say your distribution system, so this can even be a switch. I have mentioned about a distribution system, DS. Okay, all these connected with access points via a distribution system. Represented something like this. Okay, so this can even be a switch, or it can be again a wireless network also, or it can be a wired network also, a wireless network or a wired network. Okay, so there's another concept called I mentioned about BSS. So same like BSS, we have something called IBSS. IBSS stands for Independent Base Service Set. Okay, you can call it as something, a component of your ad hoc network, independently working ad hoc network. So when all the stations in the BSS, they are all mobile stations that communicate directly with one another, and they are not making use of your access point. Okay, so that case you can call your BSS as a IBSS. Okay, so you can say this IBSS is typically an ad hoc network itself. Okay, no access point is involved, is that you are not making use of this access point, you're all communicating directly, and you call that BSS as a independent BSS. Okay, then you have what is called your extended service set. These are the two things what we saw just now. Okay, then we have what is called the extended service set. Okay, so two or more basic service set interconnected by a distribution system. Okay, that's when we call it as a extended service set. Okay, so this forms a part of what is called your logical link layer, link control layer, the topmost layer, LLC layer. Okay, so they appear as a, you can say they'll appear as a logical LAN to the logical link control level. Okay, so that's regarding your architecture of your wireless LAN. Okay, wireless LAN architecture. Okay, so these are the components. I mentioned about this access point, basic service set. Then you have your extended service set, and it could even function as a remote authentication dial-in user service. Okay, so this is the basic building block, your basic service set, the smallest building block. Okay, so it can even be a isolated BSS, or it could be connected to the backbone, you say via an AP, via an access point across through a distribution system, DS. Okay, so your access point, this can even, it's a sort of, you can say a bridge and a relay point. This functions as a bridge and a relay point, your access point. Okay, so in case any communication happens within a single BSS, station 1 wants to communicate with station 2, it happens through a access point. Every communication gets routed through the access point. Otherwise, if it is in different communication across various BSS, happens with the help of your access point and your distribution systems. Okay, distribution systems. Okay, so in case the communications are happening without the help of this relay point or the bridge, which is called the access point, then we call it as a ad hoc network, that is an IBSS, independent basic service set. Okay, these are the services which are being provided: authentication, authorization, and accounting. Okay, so that's regarding, yeah, when you have combined service sets. Okay, this basic service sets getting combined, we call it as a extended service set. Okay, so with that, I mean the architecture. So today what we discussed is we looked into the what basically your wireless LAN is all about, the categories. I told you the various components, what it is all about. Then the security threats in general. We had a glance at all these wireless security threats. Details we will be discussing in the second half of the unit. Okay. Then we looked at the characteristics of your wireless LAN. Okay. Then I introduced you to the protocol stack, IEEE 802.11 protocol stack, which has got 3 layers. The lowest layer is what is called the physical layer. Then we have the MAC layer. The third one is what is called a logical link control layer. Physical layer responsible for encoding and decoding. MAC layer responsible for reliable data delivery, and then error detection. And then logical link control layer will keep track of all the transmissions, whether it is successful, and it will ensure a retransmission of the unsuccessful frames. Then we looked into the wireless LAN architecture. Okay, so tomorrow we'll start in detail regarding the wireless LAN security. Okay, so now I'll take the attendance. Strength is 52. Hope people are listening. Okay, now everybody will have enthusiasm. I'm taking attendance. So, Shruti?
Present, ma'am.
Ryan? Ryan is put in the chat window. Okay, yes, Ryan. Dipanshu? 26.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Vishal?
Present, ma'am.
Nitish? Okay. Shruti Kaushik?
Yes, ma'am.
Sridarshini?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Darshini, no energy at all. No breakfast. Fatima?
Present, ma'am.
Sai Satish?
Present, ma'am.
Santosh?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Jeevesh?
Present, ma'am.
Nityashri? Nityashri is there. 144. No. Ayushi Sharma?
Present, ma'am.
Rason?
Present, ma'am.
Sarthak?
Present, ma'am.
Sarthak, are the classes too very boring or the topics are too very boring that nobody responds? Can I have a feedback?
Ma'am, no, ma'am, it's fine. It's good classes, ma'am.
Good classes, but nobody even opens the mouth, at least to tell that you don't even know. So it's like, I feel I'm talking to a vacuum. Okay, 29, Pranay Matthew,
Present, ma'am.
Rashon,
Present, ma'am.
Anshuman is there. Rajanish Yadav, okay. Vedika, 43. 43, no response. Okay, Manthan is not there. Amen Vora, but then strength is showing 50. Okay, Amen Vora, they're all
Present,
waiting for
ma'am.
me to tell at the end. No attendance at the end. Okay, so 47 is marked as present. Shaktiya, 51. Okay, noted. Noted. Vaishak Nair,
Present, ma'am.
Amrita,
Present, ma'am.
Malavika. Okay, noted Malavika. Malavika, Nikita is also noted. 1 second. 77.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Nikita is noted. 83. Sai Gopal. Sai Gopal is there? Sai Gopal, no response. Okay. Shreya Pradeep has texted. 85. Gayatri has texted. What about 89? Akash Deep?
Present, ma'am.
Ila?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Sarangaraja?
Present, ma'am.
Jitender? Saini?
Present, ma'am.
Rajagopalan? Okay. Binoy?
Present, ma'am.
Nimal Kumar?
Present, ma'am.
Karthikeyan B?
Present, ma'am.
Ashwini?
Present, ma'am.
So 45 is absent, 83 is absent. Okay, next is Arjun. Arjun, not there. Akash Kumar Singh. Akash,
Present, ma'am.
Akash is present. Venkat. Venkat, okay. Mitra Lakshmi.
Present, ma'am.
Aparna. Aparna, okay. Mihika.
Ma'am, Akansha 218.
Akansha, okay, Akansha is noted. 233, Mihika. Okay, noted. Vignesh, 234.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Vignesh is present. 241, Swastik Johari.
Present, ma'am.
Right. 246, Jagadeep.
Present, ma'am.
Karthikeyan.
Ma'am.
Oh, okay. Did you listen anything, Karthikeyan? Okay, please make a note. Abdullah Had. Abdul, 267. Okay, noted. Jashwant. Jashwant Parashar. Jashwant, no response. Okay, so just calling out the numbers because so too many absentees today. 276 is absent, 142 is absent, then 83 is absent, 45 is absent, then 43 is absent,
83
140, 83, yeah. Okay, where were you when I called out Sai Gopal?
My laptop was hanging, ma'am. I couldn't turn on the mic.
43 is Vedika is there. Vedika also no response, right? Vedika. Then 144, Nityashri. Okay. Sarthak, can you just confirm how many assignments were given in the class for network security? Assignments. Sarthak is there or left the class?
There, ma'am, there.
Okay. Can you, or somebody, can I just ask Sarthak because he's the class representative? How many assignments are being given in GCR for network security so far?
Ma'am, in the assignment part, it shows one, ma'am.
It's only one. Okay. So we'll have one more assignment. We should have minimum 2 assignments. I think other than that, I think some crosswords were given. So there's a concept called virtual elections. The last topic in your 5th unit, virtual elections. We'll discuss in the class, but still virtual elections can be written as an assignment. Elections assignment. Okay, I'll post it in the GCR. Okay, so the last date may be somewhere next week or something. So you please make a note, virtual elections will be an assignment. Okay, right, thank you. So Fatima, today the